How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another warning reaction, baby. I cannot get enough of this band, and I am just jumping into the next reaction. This was highly requested in the comments. A bunch of you requested this song, and it was very important that I play the version from the Metropolitan CDMX Arena, that live show, right? So this is Choke by The Warning. We're jumping in. Quick thank you to my patrons, guys. If you want to become a patron and get access to some exclusive content, the link is down below. I'm going to be diving into the Warnings catalog, starting with 21st Century Blood, 21 Century Blood, their first album. So I'm going to do the whole album reaction. That's going to be up on my Patreon by tomorrow. So yeah, let's dive into this reaction. Hit that like button if you enjoy this reaction, and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's go.
Say goodbye in the end.
Oh, the crowd singing along. Oh, you gotta love that. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. That's the best feeling as a band, when you hear the crowd singing back to you. This is a Metallica vibe right here, baby. Love it. Ooh. Sing it, Danny. Fucking goosebumps. Goosebumps. That is a killer riff.
Drifting out of trust, slipping down my throat into my lungs.
Can't hear Paulina.
It's cold, but this is where I'll stay. Comfortably pain.
It's like the perfect marriage between Metallica and Hailstorm. Like, it's a great combination. There's elements of both there. I love that. Oh, I got goosebumps. Oh, so good. Hey, okay.
Let me drown. Let me dive in, sinking deeper, push my head, drop me till I drown. Let me drown. Let me drown.
This is freaking rock at its core. This is like pure fucking rock. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so... Yes. Oh, that is so good. That riff gave me goosebumps. I love that. Holy shit. Choke. I see why this was a popular suggestion. This was an amazing song. Probably my favorite? I don't know. It's definitely up there that I've heard so far. Between Evolve, Disciple, and this, they're probably my top 3 that I've heard so far. I haven't dove. I haven't started their catalog yet, so what I've heard so far, these 3 are my top. Oh, that was so good. So good. Anyway, let's get into lyrics. Well, let's go down to the about section, see if they wrote anything. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, so Pau? A lot of you have phonetically spelled her name as Pau, like Paulina. Is that right? But anyway, she says, choke is about being so overwhelmed by your feelings that you start to drown on them and choke on them. And we really wanted the song to reflect that hopelessness you sometimes feel and just offer it to everyone as a safe place to feel those feelings and just like a place of comfort. That's awesome. Danny, the guitarist, says, we really wanted to embrace what the lyrics say with the music. I think that's the challenge that we took personally to, like, even with the riff, okay, this is like verbatim what they're saying. Even with the riff and everything, show the tension of the struggle of that person. And we're very proud of the song. We are so happy it's finally out. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, okay, getting overwhelmed by your feelings, whether they're positive or negative, basically you're choking on them to the point where you're like overwhelmed. Interesting. Okay, I won't say goodbye. In the end, it won't matter at all. I'm sure I won't survive the fall. So, self-doubt, self-deprecation, feelings of like, yeah, doubt, basically. Wear your tears like jewelry. That vice is overpriced, but art is dead. It died with me. Don't cry. Ooh, that's deep. Wear your tears like jewelry. Jewelry being the vice that is overpriced. Some people are obsessed with spending money on fancy things like jewelry. The vice is overpriced, but art is dead. At least, I mean, that's the opinion of the person, like the perspective of this person, right? Art is dead. It's very negative, very pessimistic. Art is dead. It died with me. Don't cry. So, like, yeah, at the end of it all, it doesn't matter because verse 1, in the end, it won't matter at all. So, art is dead. Who cares? Spend your money on jewelry, the vices, the overpriced vices. Just splurge, basically. Like, very pessimistic viewpoint, right? Chorus, just let me drown, let me drown, let me dive in, sink in deeper, push my head, choke me till I drown, let me drown. So that's also like feelings of self-doubt and, as they said, being overwhelmed that you feel like you're drowning in it. You can't quite come to the surface. But she is saying, push my head, choke me till I drown. So it's kind of wanting that sort of, what do I say? It's not necessarily a personification of the feeling, but it's more like, for instance, from the perspective of the band, being overwhelmed by the anxiety of performing on stage or writing music, you know, playing music, making sure it's good, and then being overwhelmed by maybe the response from people. So your audience, it kind of gives that feeling of like, yeah, I'm here, I'm putting myself all out on the stage, performing for you, and whether you like it or you hate it, just overwhelm, just give it all to me, right? And it's kind of leaning into it because she is saying, let me drown, just let me drown, let me go, just whatever it is, let it overwhelm me. It's kind of pessimistic, but it's basically saying like, let me just be immersed in all of it, right? If you want to take it in a negative sense, if you want to take it in a positive sense, it kind of applies to both. But, you know, that's just what I'm getting from it. Drifting out of trust, slipping down my throat into my lungs. The analogy of like being in water, swallowing water, drowning. That's kind of how it happens. You swallow it, gets into your lungs. It's cold, but this is, excuse me, this is cold, but this is where I'll stay comfortably in pain. Again, quite pessimistic, but a lot of people can relate to this. Like, people going through, you know, depression, anxiety, they often say, you know, like, you kind of have to just dive into the deep end. If you want to swim, you have to just dive into the deep end. You have to just overwhelm yourself in it, and that's kind of how you'll get over it. that's kind of what I'm getting into this, because it's like, it's cold, but this is where I'll stay comfortably in pain. Like, I want to simmer, I want to marinate in this discomfort before I can actually get out of it. But the drifting out of trust part is more like, I think it's trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in, you know, whatever, people, your partner, your friend, whatever it is. You're kind of drifting out of trust because you're being overwhelmed by all these emotions that everyone's telling you something different, and you kind of don't know who to trust because you're so overwhelmed. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. Anyway, pre-chorus is a repeat, where your tears like jewelry. Chorus is a repeat, and then the bridge. Like a machine, every day I'm on hold. Breathe in, breathe out. Wait, like a machine, every day I'm on hold. Interesting. Breathe in, breathe out. I keep on waiting, tearing at my will. I wish I would just stop. So yeah, I keep on waiting, tearing at my will. I wish I would just stop. That's again calling back to like earlier in the song, where it's like self-doubt and self-deprecation and kind of losing that trust in yourself. And it is a kind of a vicious cycle, because you hate that you're doing it, but you're still doing it because you don't know what else to do. And you're so overwhelmed by all this that you kind of just push yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And you wish you would stop, but you can't. It's kind of in your control, but not in your control, if that makes sense. So yeah, chorus is again repeat. Let me drown, let me dive, sink deeper, push my head, choke me, tear it down. This song, lyrics aside, the lyrics are quite deep, and I love the meaning that they actually gave to it in the bio. But the song itself, like musically, oof, like I said, it's the perfect marriage between like a Metallica riff and then a Hailstorm chorus. Like a lot of that very melodic, super melodic chords that I want to say happy sounding, but they're not really happy sounding. They're very just melodic. They're very melodic. But it's a perfect like Hailstorm chorus with a Metallica riff just buried in there. I loved that. It legit gave me goosebumps. So yeah, I loved it. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of the song, of this reaction, of the video, in the comments below. And keep those suggestions coming. I want to react to more stuff. And like I said, guys, if you want to become a patron, I'm going to be doing full album reactions of all of their albums, the Warnings albums, all of them, from 21st Century Bud all the way up to Error. And do they have EPs? Do they also have EPs? Because I might jump into that too. Why not, you know? Why the hell not? They do have EPs. Okay, so they have 3 albums and 2 EPs. Guys, all of this stuff is going to be on my Patreon. Full reactions to all of their songs. And like I mentioned in my previous video, previous warning video, that the live performance reactions will still go up on YouTube, but the official audios and the official videos, if you want to see that, if you're interested in that, those will be on Patreon. Links down below. You'd also be supporting the channel, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.